Elbaf is in pieces right now. The country which was once untouchable due to their brute strength, now fallen onto its knees just because of 3 god knights, who are dominating this situation. Luffy is nowhere to be seen while the Straw Hats are tied up and the giants are scared to fight back. The children of Elbaf are still being guided by Gunko's arrow and they are about to get kidnapped. And knowing how horrible the Celestials can be, with children specifically, just look at what happened with Boa when she was kidnapped and Kuma's entire childhood. Things aren't looking good for these children either. But all hope isn't lost as the books of Ohara and the children of Elbaf are at stake of being destroyed. Nothing could stop the pride of Ohara and the madman himself. Nico Robin and Scopper Gaban, the tag team combo we never asked for but we needed, enter the battlefield to fight the Holy Knights. Even if the Holy Knights are monsters, Robin and Gaban can turn this around completely, which I'll break down in a second. But first off, how did we even get here? We start off with our big man Saul, who was fighting off Saint Sommers all by himself, defending the school, while Sommers was just aura farming. Saul ended up buried in thorns, and if the last chapter didn't specify it, this chapter Saul gave us a clear statement that the Holy Knights are immortal beings. So we just don't have the Gorosei in the game anymore. Even the Holy Knights are immortals who can't be touched. Although there was no clear explanation as to why and how they are immortal, they can actually become good punching bags for Luffy to level up so that he can damage the Gorosei the next time they meet, unlike Egghead. Gunko harasses Brook and tells him to be her personal singer, but he denies obviously by saying he's loyal to Luffy. That's a true homie right there. Which does something to Gunko's heart and she kicks him away. And knowing how much he likes his music, fair enough she would be touched if he says something that strong on her face. And Sommers, looking at all of this, says that I don't want to beef with an emperor, please Gunko, I'm not in the mood. Luffy is finally getting the respect. Not just one but 2 Holy Knights are scared of him. And their plan is only being executed because this Uber is down there with Loki, eating like there is no tomorrow and being the reason why 100 families didn't eat today. Like, look at both of them. Sommer starts a broadcast. Oh my god, bro, not again. And he says that we are bad people. And bad people have kidnapped your kids and they are in bad hands. Angie, the classroom teacher, then recites the name of 10 kids and a few of them turn out to be the children and grandchildren of the old giant pirates, and surprisingly, one of them is Jarul's great-great-granddaughter. And this made me question, wasn't there enough evidence piling up that Jarul is secretly connected to the Holy Knights and the government? Isn't it weird that his own grandchild got kidnapped? I mean, they should have spared her at least if he had a connection in the first place. Then the final kid they mentioned was Cologne, and Gaban was very proud after hearing that, but both Gaban and Ripley are concerned about him because for obvious reasons. A quick side tangent here, I just wanted to notify you, if you are loving this chaos, do subscribe so that we can look at East and do absolutely nothing. Thanks if you did, and if you didn't, fair enough, I'll be uploading anyways, so you can give me a chance anytime. Back to the video. The giant pirates are afraid for the first time in their lives because the nightmare creatures Quillingham was making were based on the kids, and some of the nightmare creatures turned out to be their moms, who are the wives of the old giant pirates, and they can't take the step to hurt them. Also, I noticed a small detail, there is a giant who looks exactly like Franky. Like, bro, Oda just took that image and enlarged it and just did some changes. They both are hitting the same pose, they both are literally the same person. Even the facial expression is same. Because there is no king, it's Jarul who will make the decision, set the library, Ohara's books, and the knowledge of White Century ablaze, and swore an alliance to the world government or their kids get chopped one by one. This is the deal Saint Sommers put forth, and Jarul is the one who will make the decision on this. And this once again made me come back to the theory. I did say Jarul is off the fraud watch because his grandchild is also involved, and it would be weird if he was secretly working for the government and then his grandchild gets kidnapped. But now this has changed my opinion again. Like, why Jarul out of all the people? He seems very sus at this moment, and whatever he says now will decide the fate of Elbaf. He can brutally fuck this thing up or he can save the day. But Gaban and Robin are done with this BS and they both are heading towards the Holy Knights to stop them. Trust me, this could go either completely right or completely wrong. Robin can take out Gunko because Robin's Hana Hana no Mi is spontaneous and Gunko can't direct her body parts if they are just sprouting out randomly. But if it's Gaban against her, then that would be bad. And same goes for Sommers. If Gaban gets Sommers, he can absolutely wreck him up with his 2 axes. Because after all, he's the reason a mountain got deforested. Not that mountain. So the taunts made by Sommers would be pretty easy. But if Robin goes behind him, then we already know how bad it could turn out to be. We already got a glimpse of Robin fighting a spiky thing during Dressrosa. So Robin can get brutally hurt if she goes against Saint Sommers, and knowing Oda, that is definitely what's gonna happen. Or maybe Luffy shows up. Who knows? He's done hanging out with Loki, I guess, and he just chooses to pull up. All in all, this was a really good setup chapter. Next week is a break. Do let me know your thoughts about this, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.